So it's been a few weeks since the Black Ops 7 beta has come out, and I wanted to sit and really process all of my thoughts before making this video. And I've come to the conclusion that Call of Duty is back. Like, genuinely, this game is back. And I have 3 reasons on why I think you should buy and play Black Ops 7 this entire year. Let's get into it. Now, before we start, I want to go ahead and preface this that you can like and play other games. I personally bought Battlefield 6 and I'm enjoying it, but I'm also still going to play Call of Duty because I also like that. So this whole tribalism, don't be cringe. Just like what you like and let other people like what they like. Have some civil discussion, you know what I mean? But my first reason is that the content that we're gonna get this year is absolutely phenomenal. We're going all out this year apparently because this is the last year that Call of Duty is using this specific engine for the mainline Call of Duty titles. Infinity Ward Poland made the MW19 engine. They made the Warzone 2 engine. And apparently they're making the next Call of Duty engine that all the studios are gonna be working with. And from what Activision has said to Treyarch, like, hey, all these assets that you guys have, it's going to be hard to transfer them over to the next engine. So just take it all, polish it up, release it. So expect MW3 levels of post-launch content. And if you played MW3 during post-launch, that was a great time in a dark era for Call of Duty. It was phenomenal. You can expect reimagined remakes. We know that Raid's going to be in there, Express is going to be in there, and they're all going to be in like this neo-futuristic Tokyo Japanese type environment. And I wouldn't even just say that we're going to get BO2 remastered. You could even see some Black Ops 3 and maybe even some Black Ops 4 remasters. There was a screenshot of the Rhino, the giant mech kill streak from BO7, being in top mid of Gridlock from BO4, like the exact middle of the map. So we could even get some BO4 remasters in on this. This could be a true celebration of the Black Ops franchise, like what Black Ops 3 was and what Black Ops 4 was. Black Ops Cold War and Black Ops 6 didn't really have the best maps. Black Ops Cold War was saved because it had a few good maps, and then it started bringing back old Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 maps. Same with BO6. BO6 had some of the worst launch maps this franchise has ever seen. So if you're someone who really enjoys getting into the post-launch content, having great maps on launch and post-launch, as well as great camos, you're gonna have 16 mastery camos to do across campaign, multiplayer, zombies, and Warzone. That is just so much grinding. But I don't know about you guys, I love camo grinding, so I'm very excited for that. And I think, you know, if any of that excites you, that's a solid reason to play BO7 this year. My second reason, which will segue into the third, reduced skill-based matchmaking is back. Now, what do I mean by this? So if you played the beta, there was this thing called the open mosh pit. Basically, Treyarch decided, hey, we're actually going to listen to the fans, unlike some studios, and we're going to try going back to the classic matchmaking system that we had since COD 4 going to Black Ops 4. For those of you that don't know, MW19 drastically brought up the skill-based matchmaking that we have all been using since COD 4. Now granted, it's not the same because back in the day, the way that you match made into multiplayer games was based off of ping, location, and minimal skill consideration. Whereas in recent Call of Duties during the Warzone era, your skill consideration was put above ping and location, hence why you saw the large increase in 2-boxing as well as VPN usage. Well, Treyarch came out and they said, fuck that, we're going back to the classic matchmaking system. We're not gonna have SBMM be king. Ping is king, baby. And already that sold me on the game. I wanna be able to just hop on, camo grind, pub stomp with my friends without people, you know, saying like, oh, you're a content creator, all you wanna do is pub stomp noobs. No. I also like competition. I like knowing that I'm getting better and that I am better than most of the Call of Duty population. So there are going to be some matches where I absolutely slam people, but then there's also going to be matches where I get slammed. But I'm not going to be given a pity game like what these Warzone MP games would be giving me. I would get slammed for 6, 7, 8 games straight while having to carry people that don't know how to use their thumbs. And then I maybe get one good game at the very beginning of my session, or maybe like 5 hours in when I'm just beating my head up against my desk. If you enjoy just playing a shooter game for a couple hours a week after a long day of work, or after a long week of work even, this is going to be your go-to game. Now I know Battlefield 6 is out, but Battlefield 6 and Call of Duty have very different multiplayer experiences. And if you want that classic Call of Duty feeling where you just hop on with your bros, with your friends, with your homies, and you just play for a couple hours, just leveling up guns, leveling up your rank, classic prestige system, all that stuff. Well, guess what? We're back. We're back to the golden era setup of Call of Duty. The one that you remember from COD 4 to BO2. It's back. And this segues into my third and final reason. MW4 comes out next year. And if you have followed Infinity Ward like I have, these motherfuckers will kill Call of Duty. They do not like what Call of Duty has become. You can tell that by MW19, where they got rid of a lot of key features. At one point, they didn't even want you to play with the minimap in regular core 6v6. That's supposed to be gone in hardcore, but they were like, use the compass. Use the compass to navigate these very realistic maps that don't have clear indicators on when the map starts and ends. Oh, you guys know that 3 perk system that we've been using since, you know, the very beginning of the multiplayer boom that Call of Duty had since COD 4? Fuck it, you can recharge your perks. We're gonna give you 2 off rip and then you have to charge up 2 of them. And by the time you get to that final one, the game's already over. Oh, you guys want good maps? Nah, we're gonna give you some realistic battlefields, you know what I mean? Like very long, very wide maps with no cover to incentivize camping so that way you can really feel like you're a soldier. Like, dude, I'm gonna just say this. If you think MW19 and MW2 are like the best Call of Duties in the franchise, just go enlist. Genuinely, just go be in the US military or the UK military or whatever, because you are not a real Call of Duty fan if you think those are the best Call of Duties in the franchise. Like, genuinely, you're brain dead. Treyarch and Sledgehammer have shown that they are willing to listen to the community to make Call of Duty games better. They have shown that they actually care about the franchise, and I'm very worried that this is going to be the only year where Call of Duty feels like it's actually Call of Duty again, rather than what it's felt like the past few years. And that goes for Warzone players too. I know that this year when it came to Warzone, the BO6 integration was a massive, massive letdown. Very little support post Verdansk coming back. We lost Resurgence maps. We launched with Urzikstan, Area 99, and Rebirth Island. Now, there are 4 casual playlists, 2 of them for Rebirth, 2 of them for Verdansk, and Area 99 was just taken away, not brought back. Now we're getting a new one this year. If people just, you know, bitch and complain and only want to play Rebirth, well then we're not going to get any new maps. We're not going to get Vondel back. We're not going to get Fortune's Keep back. Hell, you can bring back Ashika Island if you really want to. Change up the coloring, change up the skybox of it. This year, all we had was a Verdansk and Rebirth, and it was just absolutely boring. After the year we had with MW3 support in Warzone, it was awful. And we all saw what Infinity Ward does with Warzone. They have a very good system that works, and then you Warzone to it. You just ruin it. Ruin it so much that you get taken off as the main developer for Warzone. Oh, God, they suck at developing video games, don't they? I think if you really enjoy Call of Duty at its core, like I do, I love this franchise. I grew up with it. My dad put me onto it. I've met so many people that have become some of my closest friends through this franchise. I think this is the year to fully go all in on it, because we don't know what Infinity Ward is going to do. Joe Seacott might not be there anymore, but that doesn't mean the head leadership isn't going to be there. They're the ones that pushed for this very strict skill-based matchmaking that everyone has been bitching about for 6 years. So my final reason is live it up, because I think this is going to be a Call of Duty that is made with love, care, and compassion. And it's going to be a very long year when MW4 comes out if Infinity Ward doesn't look at how good BO7 is going to do and decides, you know what, fuck it, we're Infinity Ward, we can do what we want. And that will be the death of Call of Duty as we know it. But regardless, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know why you will or will not be playing Black Ops 7. And don't just say it's because Battlefield 6 is out. You're on a Call of Duty channel. That comment just makes you look like a bitch, dead ass. But let me know what you're excited about, what you're not excited about, and what these developers can do to bring you back into Call of Duty if you're a jaded Call of Duty player. Because I get that. This franchise has burned a lot of people. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Stay safe. Have a good rest of your day or night. And I'll catch you guys later.